Alrighty. Well, I saw Man of Steel. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a movie you must see. Now, I'll admit, this movie at first I was a little skeptical because I saw the reviews and how the critics were very hard on this movie. I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to go see this movie, but I said I'm going to stick to it because one, I'm a Zack Snyder fan. I'm a Superman fan, so I said I'll give it a chance. And boy, was I wrong. I don't listen to the critics, ladies and gentlemen. Don't listen to the critics. Go see this movie. It's a very good movie. Um, the direction they went with this movie was very good. Um, Henry Cavill as Superman, he is Superman. In this world, he is Superman. He is Superman. I like him as Superman. I think he's a way better improvement than Brandon Routh or Christopher Reeve's doppelganger. Doppelganger, I like to call him, because pretty much he was a clone of Christopher Reeves, and we all know how Superman Returns. And pretty much each character that I wanted to have development got it. Lois Lane really didn't have that much character development, nor did Perry White, which I kind of figured that. And pretty much, I'm not gonna do too many spoilers on this. I'll probably do a spoiler next week. And talk about more about it, but I'm just gonna talk about the movie overall. I'm gonna talk about the characters, how they were portrayed. First, I'm gonna talk about Zod. Now, Michael Shannon is Zod. He is Zod in this world. I like him as Zod. His motive, to me, I can buy his motive than Iron Man 3 Guy Pearce motive. And I've said it in my other reviews that Guy Pearce motive in Iron Man 3 wasn't that good for me to give him to save that movie, because when you do a twist like that, you gotta make sure that other character who's supposed to be the new villain has a better motive. This is a prime example of a great motive. I'm gonna compare Iron Man 3 to Man of Steel because a lot of people are gonna be doing it. Iron Man 3 Guy Pearce motive was to get Pepper Potts. Stupid motive, really. If you think about it, that's motive, because in the movie they didn't really say the Mandarin. In the movie, the Mandarin the was the decoy while Guy Pearce had his plan going, and I can buy that. I respect. You know what? I have no problem with that. But his motive didn't help his plan. His motive didn't go with his plan, and the movie tone really didn't help what they were going for. And to me, it felt flat, and it was a disappointing film. Now, Michael Shannon motive, easy. He wants to save his people, because in this world, in this universe, his people are dying. They're a dying breed. So he wants to save them. Okay, once you watch the movie, you'll be like, that's understandable. What do you want to save your family? If they just, it's relatable. You can relate to that, and it makes sense. Overall, I think his character was done well. To me, I think they really didn't use Michael Shannon enough. Really, they didn't use him enough, because I think he could have took that character to a whole different level. Because if you see Michael Shannon in Boardwalk Empires and other stuff, he's a force to be reckoned with when it comes down to characters. Jor-El, got Russell Crowe, brilliant, just a great Jor-El. And Kevin Costner is also a great John the Kid. Pretty much, the fathers in this movie were really good. We probably won't see John the Kid no more. If we do, it's gonna be a flashback, because flashbacks in the next sequels. Spoiler alert, he dies. So yeah, that's the only spoiler I'll give you. The rest next week I'll talk more about the film. But overall, we might see more of Russell Crowe. We might, keyword, but I think they both did a good job, especially Russell Crowe as Jor-El. I can believe him as Jor-El. Hell, I can believe every time Russell Crowe get on the screen, I can believe him. He's a great actor. Even though Russell Crowe and Zod and Michael Shannon had good performances, they couldn't beat this performance. Flora, I don't know. The girl who plays her, she steals the show. She fucking kicks ass. She is one of the badass Kryptonians I have ever seen. If they make a sequel, I would not mind for her to come back. She was awesome. She totally kicked some ass in this one. At first I was kind of, I was like, okay, she's just gonna be one of those side characters. She fucking kicks ass. And the fight scenes in here, ladies and gentlemen, oh my God, they are wonderful. Well done. There's sometimes they overlap each other. The pacing was off, but I'm not gonna come in out and say they were bad. They were good. If you ask for fight scenes, where you gonna get it in this Man of Steel? And she's part of those fight scenes. My God. I'm not really gonna get into detail with it because this is a Man of Steel review. I'm not gonna give you no spoilers, but my God. Everybody's been talking. Is Man of Steel DBZ? Yes. Man of Steel is DBZ, ladies and gentlemen. This is the movie what we should have got than the 2009 version. This piece of crap. Man of Steel is DBZ, man. I felt like I was watching Dragon Ball Z again when I was watching it. It had a good story, good pace, and it was really good. Overall, this is a Superman movie I wanted. The Man of Steel, I wanted. So my overall grade for it, shit, 9 out of 10. There's some minor complaints with it, but overall it's an enjoyable movie. I had fun with it. That's what I'm supposed to do in the movie. Iron Man 3, if I watch it and I come out of it wondering what happened, it's something I don't want to do. Man of Steel, it makes me want to see a sequel. Iron Man 3, it makes me want to just say, this is it. I don't want to see no more of it. And you don't want that. You want more. There's some fans that are saying that too about Iron Man. They don't want no more. They said this should be the last one. With Robert Downey Jr. But overall, I enjoyed this film. I think this is one of these films that critics were too hard on. I think they expected more of a Nolan Knight version, but come on now. I love Nolan more than anybody, but I don't want him to touch Superman because Nolan would do some way where you can't do this, you can't do that. And Zack Snyder, this is his type of realm anyway. He did great with Dawn of the Dead. I loved him in 300. I love Watchmen. I don't know why people were hard on that movie. That movie was really good. And the way he did the ending for that movie, I mean, was 10 times better than the comic version. So overall, like I said, 9 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I think it was a really good movie. Probably the best superhero movie origins I've seen. I always say Iron Man is my favorite origins. This is my favorite origin. And I like the flashbacks. I see DC's doing that a lot with, what they did with Arrow. I'm going to talk more about that in another video and stuff like that. But overall, Man of Steel, go see it. My rating for it, 9 out of 10. Good movie. Peace.